Hey, happy Sunday to ya. Well, I'm going to do a get ready with me using the new Urban Decay Beached eyeshadow palette. Nothing fancy. I'm just gonna kind of go in and do, I don't know exactly, little story behind this. When I get to that point, then I'll let you know. This might be a long one, so if you don't like those, then you know ahead of time. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get started. Maybe do some chit-chatting with ya or whatever. So yeah, so let's get into it. I'll straighten my hair afterwards. So let's kind of pull this back so it's out of the way. I always color correct my eyes before I put my foundation on. And today I'm going to use the NYX Dark Circle concealer. Correcting concealer. I always, before I put on my foundation, I just kind of like to do a little bit. Sometimes I use my fingers. Sometimes I just use a brush. I don't know. It all varies. This is just one of the Real Technique. Oops. Real Technique. Does it say what kind it is? Deluxe Crease Brush. I just think it's nice and dense, so I like to just kind of use it to just get me started. You know, I kind of go over where it's dark. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. So what has everybody been up to? What are you doing this holiday weekend? Anything good? Just staying home? It started to rain today. We had a couple good days in a row. But now it's raining today. So much for that. But that's okay. It's not like we had any huge plans. Kelly wanted to go fishing, but I don't think he's gonna be able to because of his hearing aids. He can't go out. You know, he don't want to be out in the rain and whatever. So and then I always, because I smile so much, I get those real dark lines down here, and that's probably why my creases show as much as they do once I've got everything on. And I'm gonna warn you, I'm a use extra product kind of girl and extra powders, and I probably shouldn't. That's probably part of my problem. But anyway, we'll do that. And I think today I'm going to go just a little across my mustache. There's really not a mustache there, but it just seems dark. My face is all different colors because it's peeling up here and I'm peeling here from getting so sunburned. Hopefully this won't catch on to my spots. So anyway, got that done. I'll just kind of use my finger to press it in. Just a little bit. Okay, and then I think I'm going to go in with, I've been trying this. This is kind of new for me. So it's the CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer, but it says dry skin. So I'm trying this one out for the primers. So I haven't opened up my BoxyCharm one, and I've got some other ones that I've got in here, but this one kind of sounded like something I might like. It says designed for unique dry true in blend primer for dry skin, hydrates and creates a smooth canvas for perfect foundation application. So, and I probably go overboard on this kind of thing, but it's really like, see how it's white? It's just kind of liquidy. It's not like it's not necessarily silicone-y. Oh, and I had already moisturized with my CeraVe eye stuff and moisturizer or whatever. So I'm just gonna, I usually go all over my face, but today I think I'm just gonna kind of do this area more where like I'm peeling and where I get a lot of like lines. I think I'll go over that. And this is, I don't know if it's from the burn I had, but I'm wondering if I'm starting to get that, what is it called, melasma, I think it's called, where you get the dark spots. Of course, I'm getting older, so. And now that I've tanned, you can really see the scars, my scars on my face that won't cover up from when I had to have the cancer I don't know if I told everybody, I had skin cancer and I was going through a lot of stuff and they had to burn off my face and dig in and cut and stuff. But I've got like scars now, so, and they don't seem to get covered up. Okay, so anyway, too much of that. So that's the primer I'm using. Let this kind of get in there a little bit. I'll just kind of rub my face all over. A little bit on my chin. How about that? Okay. Still a little tacky, but I'm going to go right forward. I'm trying to get down and get this gone because I have the larger, oh, wrong one, this primer. The larger one, the illuminating one in here, and I want to get through it. I don't want it to go bad and stuff. I'll talk more about this in a different video that's going to be coming up, but yeah. So I'm trying to get rid of this one. I'm getting down there. I may go a little overboard, but that's just who I am, you know. I always put it on my hand, and sometimes I use a beauty blender. Today I'm going to try to use a brush to try to make the application a little bit faster. And I just kind of go around my face the best I can, you know. I'm trying to go fast so this isn't too long. Ugh. So what's the weather like where you guys are? Are you guys having any, you know, I know sun probably you're having, but are you having rainy season, or is it cold where you're at? Is it, you know, because I know I talked to all different people. Okay, I think let's start with that. And then I kind of start in the middle, and I just kind of pat it in a little bit, went around my eyes and stuff, but I'll start swooshing here in a minute. But first I just kind of go through and pat the spots that I really want in there, and then I'll go over them. I'll go over it with a brush. Don't forget your ears. I always go down underneath my chin and past my ear, sort of. Up into the hairline, of course. I need to color my hair, actually. I'm starting to get kind of reddish orange. I don't want it to grow out because then it will look funny. And I really don't want to color it like I used to. I used to be blonde all the time. So I don't know. Let's see. How's the coverage? How's it looking? I'll just dab a little bit off my hand and see. I ain't gonna be able to probably cover that on my nose, that redness, because that's where it's peeling. So I'll have a red nose reindeer. Okay, I think we're getting good here. Go under the eye one more time, across the eye. I know some people don't do that, but I do. Down the neck. The next thing is what I gotta figure out which setting powder I want to use. I still have a little bit on my hand, but that's okay. I don't need it right now. And then usually what I do after I've done this here, so yeah, I think it's an okay color match to me. I just basically, take, this is damp, and I just kind of just go, it's not like I'm really, you know, I don't put any foundation on this. It's just damp. So I just kind of go over, because maybe if I have any streak or any lines, which I'm a little too far from my mirror for me, because I can't see very far. So I'm kind of guessing, and I don't want to just, I mean, I could use you, but it's a different coloring than what's actually going on. So, and I'm sorry about the background, but I have a very small home, and it was either this or carry everything out to the dining room table, and I didn't feel like it. So you'll have to deal with my bathroom. This is real life. Real Jenna. Okay. Now, let's see. What do I want to use? I usually use this e.l.f. underneath. Oh, I haven't used concealer yet. I usually use this e.l.f. underneath my eye, and I don't know if I want to do that or just do the Fit Me or what I want to do. So I gotta figure that out. Oh, ooh, maybe there's something in this palette. That might be too white. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, well, I'm gonna put a little bit of I put on actually a double concealer. Do I want to go Tarte or do I want to go? What do I want to go with? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm trying to get rid of this Tarte one too, so I can get a new one. This is in light neutral. I think I need a lighter one, but we'll kind of go with it or whatever. So I just kind of go like this. Bit my dark spots. A little bit here. Because I'll go in with another one. I always go here a little bit. I know that's kind of crazy. I doubt this is going to cover, but I'm going to try. I just try to use all the product up off the wand. Because it carries quite a bit. Okay. I'll use the other one here in a minute. So now I'm going to take that, and I sometimes use a brush, and then other times I don't. So, but today I think I'll use my blender, just to kind of get my concealer in there. I know a lot of you are trying to get away from the Tarte. Could you tell me what concealers you're using? I do use the Naked. I do like this, the Naked Skin. It's just so darn expensive, $30. It's like crazy. And I got the, what is it, ColourPop? Is this the ColourPop one? Yeah, the ColourPop one. But it dries so quick, you know, and so it's not a bad concealer per se. But it's not, I don't know. I need to find something that's long wearing. It's not going to go into my creases. Like, see, I'm already going into my creases. But I'm older, so that's what happens. Unless somebody's got an idea, let me know. So now is what I do. Even though it's already really light, I do go into the ColourPop one. And I, again, go right where my dark stuff is. Just a little bit right there. I kind of double do the same thing, sort of. A little bit on my nose. I won't go very far because this dries. I'll do this side first. And then I'll go to the other side. Just kind of. Just to make it a little extra lighter. And then when I put powder on, that's why I look so white when I'm doing my things. I have such dark circles. I wish I knew how to really cover them. I need to come up with, actually, you know what I need is, I like my skincare that I use because it's something that my dermatologist said to use and stuff. But I also think I need something else to put on to help with. I know I'm not going to get rid of the dark circles altogether because I don't sleep. I don't sleep very well, and so I know that that's part of it, and plus hereditary and stuff. So, or maybe I should just embrace it. You know, let's see. I usually go down here again, but I'll just stick with the eye, and since I already did up above. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. I know this, like I said, is going to be a long video, but oh well. Hopefully people will watch it. If you're new, hey, how are ya? I didn't tell you that I'm Jo, or some people call me Jana, but most people call me Jo. Which is fine. Either is good. And yeah, I do different things on this channel. I'm trying to get better and do different things. I don't know how well I'm doing it. I get in my moods. Okay, so let's see. Now we need to put on, what do I want to use? I don't know if I want to use the It Cosmetics, you know, like this under my eye. I don't know if it might be just too much or if I should go with my other. Well, I'm going to try it. Let's just see how, oops, dropping things, how white it makes. If it does, I'll just go to the other. Okay, let's set under the eye. I don't know. Just makes it too white or what? Because I'm going to go over it with another powder here in just a second anyway. But hopefully this will help. I don't know. I always do a little bit across here because I have lines and that's where I burnt and there's peeling. Just funny. I know I'm going to put another powder on, but sorry this is taking so long, but that's just how it is. I blow it out so I can really get in those creases. Just one more swipe underneath. Just really lighten that. Maybe I do. I'm a powder. What? Excuse my mouth here. I'm a powder whore, is what I am, honestly. So next, I was gonna go with the Fit Me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just go. I'll just bronze my face. Okay. What I'm gonna do is take this Neutrogena. It's Healthy Skin Blends. Let me just get a big brush. I just kind of swirl it around in there. And then go over the whole rest of my face. Down my neck. Kind of set some of the stuff that went down my face. I mean my neck, excuse me. And this is probably why I look like cake face, because I put too much. I'm a powder whore. Anyway, that's what my friend called me. And that just kind of warmed my face up a little bit. Okay, so I use that, and then I know this is a lot. I take a quick, it's rubbed off. It's actually Wet n Wild. It's the Urban, and I've almost hit pan on it. This has got just a little sparkle in it, just a tiny bit, so I just kind of use a little bit of that too. Just a little bit, I dust it. Because I haven't even bronzed or nothing. I just kind of, just to warm me back up. That's what I said. Powder whore. Okay. That's good for that. Alright, so let's move on to my contour. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to use a combination of these. I may contour a little bit with this light. I haven't done it in a long time, so I can't remember how dark it gets, but then I kind of just mix everything. And then I'll have my butter bronzer. So let's just see if that's too dark or not. That's not too bad, I guess. A little bit on my chin, under the double chin. What's your guys' favorite products here on each of the little things that I do? What products are your absolute favorite? Now my absolute favorite contour palette is if I can get to it, is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This is my very favorite. I love Tarte. I'm one that you know, people have gotten mad at Tarte, and that's their prerogative. They can do that. That's up to them. But and I know they need to get better colors for, you know, the tanner people, and color skin. I get that. I understand that. But on the other hand, I have sensitive skin, and I need good products that I'm not going to have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on, because like some of these that have come out lately, I've thought, what the heck? Why? What's that all about? You know, why does beauty have to cost so much, you know? And it's ugly. Some of these girls, you know, they get, now I'm going with those other colors. Some of the girls that I watch, they buy these really expensive brands, and some of them are beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there's a couple that, you know, I don't comment on it because I don't, you know, want to be mean, you know, or negative in that sense, but wasted their money as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so there's that. Even though I'm kind of already bronzed, I'm going to take just a little bit of the bronzer. I don't know which one this is. This is the light bronzer. I did get that kit, but that they had just come out with, but I haven't used it. I ended up with the darker one, so I'm not sure how that will go, you know what I mean? So let's put a little bit up here under my chin. I just kind of go all over. I don't know if that's right or wrong. It's just something I do. Okay. I go across my eyes, give me just a little bit of color. Okay. So we're done with that. And then I'm gonna go in with this, I won this in a giveaway way back from Kelly's Corner. She's a really, really nice lady. Whatever, we just recently did a collab together. She's been away for a little bit because she's had some stuff going on in her life. But at Kelly's Corner, sometimes she does makeup. She does a lot of planner stuff, which is kind of cool. You know, she does hauls and also shows her how she does her planners. So if you're into that, you should go find her, Kelly's Corner with a K. So yeah, so I'm gonna take this. Oops, sorry about the mirror. I'm gonna take this. Has got like a what is that? A terracotta kind of color. I don't know if I'll use a highlight. We'll see. I'm just gonna take a little bit. And most people, they start at the front. I don't. I start at the back, because when you're a little older, you don't necessarily want the bulk of it in the front. You can bring it forward, and I go up a little bit when I do it. Just a little bit. I know it kind of goes right with my my bronzer and everything. But I don't use this palette very often because I usually use pinks and stuff, but because I'm going to do mostly a brown-eyed look today, I think, I thought I would go with the terracotta color. Throw a little up here. I'm just kind of going wherever I want to go with it. Let's see. Does it need any on the neck? Just a little bit. See, I said I was a powder whore. I keep saying that. I shouldn't say that. So, are they even? Alright. And then, what I do, I know we're going on 20-something minutes, and I'm trying to go as fast as I can. I still add the little bit of the butter blush. This is the Plum Rose, just to lighten it up. And I had to repress this one, and it's different. I do go in the front just to give a little bit of pink. And then I kind of blend it back, real lightly back there. But that's where I put my pink in the front. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Just kind of all over my face a little bit. There. And then we're going to throw on some, I am going to try this highlight. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I might have to use my other one, which, well, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll put this one on first. This is the, sugar and spice. The Becca. It's just a little one in rose gold. I don't know if this will look good with this site or not, but Let's kind of just see. Just kind of adds to it, doesn't it? You can't really see it. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'll put a little bit down here. Why not, right? I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not. Some of the Becca ones, I can't, they just don't work on my skin. Like I bought that Christy Teigen palette, you know, that they had come out. I think I'm going to put that on my Poshmark and sell it because, I mean, I just looked at it and I just kind of swatched it. I'm like, I can't use this. It's just not for my skin tone. So let's take just a little bit of the gold here and just see if we can make a difference here. I don't think it looks too bad now, but let's just see if we can, ooh, look at that. Brighten that up a little bit. See it? Can you see it? Can you see it? It's just so many people have come out with highlighters and this and that. It's just funny how it's, I don't know, you know, you got all these brands and you get so confused because if you listen, right. If you listen to the bigger like influencers, you don't know if you can believe him. And I'm getting to the point where, you know, I watch some of them. I love Tati, you know, don't get me wrong. And Emily, what is it, A-E-3 or whatever? I like her and I like Sabrina. I really value what she says because she's real. And I was watching a lot of different, I mean, if I don't have anything to do, I'll watch Jeffree Star or Manny or any of them. Or Lee, whatever. But I'm getting to where I don't like watching them. I do like Catherine Lights, but, there. Woo, glowing! But, I don't know. What's you guys' thought on that? I hope you guys answer some of these questions. It's like, I almost enjoy watching the smaller YouTube channels, because I would hope that they're not just kind of blowing smoke up our behind. Again, I'm going to spray my face, but I still just kind of go over with the damp to kind of get harsh edges and stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to just spray just a little bit of I just got this, the MAC Prep and Prime. I usually use, you know, either the e.l.f. one. I usually use the e.l.f. one, or I'll get the little sample of the Makeup Forever. This is really good. I don't really like this brand, but I like this Mist and Fix. I haven't tried a whole lot of setting sprays. You know, I tried the Cover FX one that we got from the BoxyCharm, and I couldn't even get it to come out of the bottle. So it sits there. I put it in another bottle and it still just sits there. So this just kind of brightens my face all up a little bit. I was going to try to, use this box, because I got talked into this and I think it's too dark. But I won't do that today, because we're going to kind of try to speed this up a little bit. So I'm going to use, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I'll use do I use the it, or do I use the e.l.f.? Oh shoot. I think I don't do brows very well. I think I'll just use the e.l.f. one. Why not? I wish this would sharpen on the end, but there's no way to sharpen it. It just kind of gets rounder and rounder. And I like that it has a spoolie. And these are only like, what? Couple dollars, but I got to get a mirror so I can get closer for that, so hopefully that won't be in the way. I'm telling you, I'm not good at brows at all. This part of my brows drives me crazy because it just seems so thick, but yet I'm afraid to have them when I go get my I just lost what it's called, threading done. this last time. She got it a little too light down here. And I don't know, maybe it matches, maybe it doesn't. But she says that's how it goes. She says that's how it goes. You need dark in front and light in back. I'm not trying to be mean or that was probably not right to try to do that voice, but I really like her. When I don't go to our mall very often that's near us, because I always go over on the other side where there's like other plazas. But when I go in through the mall and I'll like go in and just to walk and stuff, she said, time for threading, time for threading. I'm like, no, I don't think so. She gives me a hard time. She's like, come over here, let me look. I'm like, I'm not getting them done today. I try not to get them done too often because, you know, like I said, it's getting down to really thin over here. I can never get them even because I'm kind of like overdrawing them. I mean, some people, you know, like make a line and I know you're supposed to go upwards here. I do know that. Okay, so we're going into 30 minutes. I don't know how much I'll edit down. Well, I told you it's going to be a long one, and this is what I do, and this is what I enjoy, so either people will watch or they won't, right? But if you're new, make sure you subscribe, you know, so I can talk to you and tell me you're there. So see, this is big, and the other one's small. See how this is nice and small, and this is big, so it's because of the hairs. What's the deal? Oh well. They're just going to have to look kooky today. So then I'll throw a little bit of, I don't know if I like this Brow Gal stuff that we got in our BoxyCharm. It's okay. I got it in brown hair too. It's alright, but my thought is, I don't know. At least this last month, that for May's box, I was very disappointed with BoxyCharm. I think now on the other side, I think it's great that they came up with, they put something in there for the more tan, olive, dark-skinned girls. That's great. That's super. And I know there's a lot of people that subscribe to BoxyCharm, so it's hard to really get your profile out all the time. But there should have been a lighter option, I think, honestly. But maybe I'll use mine for, I'll try to practice using it for my brows, because it was kind of dark, and I just wasn't really excited about my box. My liquid gloss wasn't too bad. I suppose I could be okay with it, you know. Okay. I don't know where the other end of that went. Oh, there it is. And then what I do is I take one of these pencils, it's just an Essence one, and I just kind of go underneath. It's not like it's cleaning it up, it's just kind of, that way you just can't really see the bottom. And it just kind of helps, like with when I do my highlight and stuff. It's just something I've always done this, you know, for years. Just kind of, I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but anyway. So, alright, now let's get into the good stuff. You press underneath here, make sure all the creasing's out. I love that they sent us this Morphe brush back a little ways. I do like this one. I don't have any other Morphe because I think the ones that I felt at like Ulta, they're not very, I don't think they're soft at all. But this is a nice one. This is the E49, I guess. I mostly use the Real Technique is what I like. That's kind of what I like. Okay, so let's get all of that out of the way. Now, I know y'all have seen this palette. You know, it's got the mirror, and it's got all the colors. The little story about this, I kind of, it kind of made me feel in a way bad, but then not, you know. I want to thank Ulta Beauty Urban Decay for this palette. I was having one of my days, and this happened to be, I think I was Twitter. Yeah, I was on Twitter, and you know how they sometimes have like these little clips that are like 10 seconds long, 12, 15, whatever seconds long, and they were showing underneath. I put a heart that I liked it, that I thought it was pretty, and I don't know, it asked something like, you know, tell us what you think. And then, I don't know, I was in one of my sad moods, and I put on there, you know, something along the lines of, you know, I really would love to try this palette, but some people just can't afford all these palettes that you companies put out there, you know, because we have life, you know, we have bills, we have, you know, and I just went on and on about how it's not right how things go, you know, and if, like, for me, I said, I'm still grieving the loss of my son, and these bills keep coming in, and you can't go any further in your life because you have this that keeps reminding every month when it comes. And I'd put on there, you know, so I will have to wait to buy, you know, better products, whatever kind of thing on the idea, but it was more emotional or whatever. Well, it wasn't even, I don't know. I don't know if it was on the Urban, yeah, I think it was on the Urban Decay. Yeah, it was on their site or whatever. I don't even think it was 20 minutes, if that. I had gotten a text. I mean, I got a you know, a Twitter thing right back saying, could you get a hold of, go to Urban Decay's Facebook and DM them and talk to them or whatever. And so I did, and she said, through Ulta Beauty Urban Decay, we want to send you a credit or a voucher on your account so that you could go buy this palette. And I told her, I said, well, I'm trying to decide if I want this palette or if I want the Kathleen Lights, which is similar to this, but in reality, if you really look at the colors and you swatch them next to each other, they're not the same. And I was trying to decide, and I put a poll up there. I put a thing up there. What do you think? Which one should I get? Everybody said ColourPop, but the Urban Decay, they reached out and they said, please give us a chance. We're sorry for what you've had to go through, and we want you to experience this palette. If you do a look with it, please, you know, send it to us, just, you know, so we know. And so we've, based on your name, we've already credited your we gave you a credit through Ulta to be able to buy this palette. And that kind of just blew me away. And I was like, I don't know. I just felt really bad about it. But they said, no, we really want you to have this. We're sorry you've had to go through what you've had to go through. If by chance there's a little extra on there and you want anything else, then please feel free to pick it up, you know, or whatever. And I had told them on a different time on the Ulta site, when I went to that thing through Ulta, and it was for Urban Decay, I had went on there and they had talked to me. They were from Kentucky, and I had talked to them. They put me aside and I did a little interview kind of thing for them, and they put it on their like little site, you know, and everything. And I kind of explained things there, you know, and they they kind of connected that, you know, and I got an email back from them, you know, and it wasn't just a generic, you know, thank you for your time, blah, 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 blah. I mean, they kind of was talking to me and this and that, and I told them, I says, I don't have a lot of Urban Decay because I use Tarte, and I do, and It Cosmetics a lot, you know, and that's basically a lot of what I use. It's, you know, Kat Von D. So, but anyway, they appreciated what I'd done, and they had pictures of me that I didn't even realize of when I was at that class. There was an older woman there and around all these young people that were there, and she just could not go as fast or get it. They gave her this really bright eye color palette, and I think, what is this? What's that orange one? The smoke, not smoke, that's the gray one. Fire or the heat or whatever it is. And they gave me the dollar one, and I was like, no, 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 no. And I went over and I showed her how to put it on. I didn't realize they took pictures of me doing that, which is fine or whatever. So now they have that and for when they go to these other classes and stuff. So I didn't know that until they told me. And so long story long here, they stepped out and they gave me the credit at Ulta. So I picked this up. I'm glad I did. I love it. I just love it. I love it. Like this color Blaze. I thought this color Blaze was like just a brown. It's not. It's like got like pinks and tans and all that kind of stuff. I had no idea. I didn't even know. The only matte in it is the top one, Salt. Then you have Heat Wave, Daybreak. Whoops. This is Salt, Blaze, Heat Wave, Daybreak, 16th Street, Double Dip, Plunge, and Wedge. They're all kind of cool colors. So, and then I had a little bit left over, and I had bought that day that I was at the class. I bought and it's out of my comfort zone. I had bought this gloss, their Hi-Fi, what is it? Hi-Fi Shine gloss, and I really like it. I put it over like everything. I don't know if it'll show up on my, it's just got like glitter kind of in it, and you put it over, either you wear it alone or you just stick it over something, and it looks really nice. Well, there's other ones that I would really like to get, but like I said, I'm broke and I'm trying not to buy anything. But with that, I bought this one, this one's called Dirty Talk, and it's perfect. Here's the color. I'll probably use this later. See, I don't even need to put anything underneath it if I didn't want to. So that's that one. That's probably the one I'll use today. Yeah, the blister on my thumb from raking outside. But anyway, so long story long. They did that for me, so I have that palette, and I'm going to try to use it. So, alright, first thing I'm going to do, let me get all these brushes, they're out of my way. Here, they're like in my way, and I don't want my tripod to fall, because I got this new tripod, so I'm trying to figure things out. I'm just going to take Salt, and it has kick up, or whatever, like I'll do, and I just kind of go over everything. I know this is really long and probably nobody will watch it, but that's alright. If you've gotten this far, then place a turtle. A turtle in the down bar, down in the comments. Okay. Next, I'm going to go right in with Daybreak. It's just kind of like a nice orangey brown. Go a little bit. I'll just kind of throw some underneath while I've got it. Get a little more. That was real nice of them to do that for me. it's kind of humbling, you know. I don't expect anybody to do those kinds of things for me. And I was surprised that they recognized me, you know. And I told them I have a channel, and I know it's not very great, you know, or whatever, but I have no problem displaying any of their products or whatever. So now, because we're really getting into the oh, what do you call it? I just lost it. Shimmers kind of thing. Well, first let's kind of like blend that out just a little bit. Get some soften it out just a tad. Okay, so now we'll go into, I'm gonna go into, I think, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, eeny, meeny, miny, moe. How about I go into 16th Street first? I don't know what I'm kind of doing here. We'll put that right in kind of the crease, sort of, or to darken that up. I don't know, maybe. I just don't understand how some of these companies, they just come out with stuff so quickly, and then it's discounted. That's like where was I? Oh, I was at a Sephora the other day after my doctor's appointment. I just kind of wanted to do a walkthrough. And they had already had the new Kat Von D, I had gotten it in the dupe one. Oh, it's got the bright green and the blue and gray in it. They've already got it marked down. It just came out. And it kind of surprised me a little bit, you know. It just did. Okay, so now I'm gonna go just a little bit darker, even though I've done that, because I'm gonna throw a pop of the colors over top. So I'm gonna go here, kind of, and just a little bit into that crease. Down here just a little bit. We'll blend all this in just a sec. This is kind of like a brownie red kind of color. Just a little bit here. Okay. So I'm getting there, I promise. I probably went too far with the other one here. I didn't tap off this time, so there's more on this side. I shouldn't have. Some fallout, so let's kind of get rid of that. Got my sunburn coming through. Didn't cover. That's alright. Alright, so now we're kind of really shiny. Let me blend this. Blend everything in. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, where is my brush? I'm going to take that color that I showed you, Blaze, put it on here, and then I'm going to try to wet it and see what we can come up with. I don't know. I've been just farting around with this. I do it on my arm instead of my face. Okay, let me get some spray. Spray it once it's on there. Then I'll grab just a little bit more. I'm going to try to just pack that right there. What do you think? Is it coming through? I'm going to go kind of in my corner here a little bit. And down. What do you think? Think that worked out? Spray a little bit. I don't know how you girls do these full face videos in short time. Think that works? What do you think? Do a little highlighter up there like that. I'm guessing. I'm just playing here. Okay. Alright, that's kind of, where'd the other brush go with had the extra color on it. We'll just kind of go in together, and whatever's left on my brush here, just kind of bring it together. Now we're gonna get into the fun part! Fun part! Let's see. What brush should I use though? That's the question. I think I'll try to use this. I'm not sure if this will work or not. I'm gonna get it wet a little bit. Now I'm gonna use the darker one before I use the lighter one. This one I gotta get kind of close to. Kind of buff that out. You've seen probably so many people doing the brown with the blue look. But I take mine and I kind of put just a tad up in, whoops, just a tad up in here. To kind of connect everything. This, like I said, this is the darker blue. It's weird having the mirror on the other side like that. I just kind of make it smudgy, kind of smudgy. But yeah, I try to keep this clean line here. That little bit. Because I'm gonna add some of the lighter up above too. Do down on the bottom and on the top. So. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just a short line here. Oh, I didn't spray it this time. That's why it's not going on as seamlessly as this one did. Let me spray a little bit. Okay. And we'll go back to that dark one so I can finish that up. Go across there. I just want that dark right there. And then kind of blend it a little bit. Then I'm going to take the lighter one, or the brighter one I should say, double dip. And even though I've got that pink, I'm going to put blue, the brighter, right over top. Kind of in the corner, just over the edge. That way I don't need to put an liner up there. There's the blue. Okay, let's kind of put that all together. I think that kind of looks not too bad. Use my color switch to get that off there. Alright, so which one did I use to do the highlight? I forgot. I'm going to put just a tad more up here in the corner. Put a little down here in the corner here. Alright, so now we're going to do some eyeliner and mascara. Black one. We're gonna do black on. I'm gonna do black here, and I'm gonna do green on the bottom here. Those are gonna go for my next. I got another video coming up. They gotta go over there. I think I'm gonna use the Tarte Light Camera Splashes, which is the waterproof one, first. Oops. Really like this one. I'm going to use the camera for this one so I can see, get closer. I'll put it on the bottom also. Face you make when you're putting on mascara. Now, I don't put a lot on the bottom. It looks like I did, but I really didn't. So, we're going to let that dry just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then, I have this Double Team Urban Decay. One side's a cream, one side's a like a glittery. So, I'm going to use the glittery side, of course. I gotta get my mirror. And I know I already have a lot of green on the bottom, but the new thing, I guess, this spring is to use colored mascara on the bottom of your lashes, I guess. Some people put it in their brows, but I put it in here. So, and when I was going to high school, all I wore when I was in high school, for the most part, was bright blue. Believe it or not. So let's see, that looks good as far as that goes. Now, let me just kind of look at if we need anything anywhere. Where's that brush? But these, excuse me. Oh, I hope I didn't just mess up my, oh, I did too. I'll have to fix that. I'm going to take, where did it go? Just a little bit of powder just to kind of tone down that highlight that went underneath my eye. It's still kind of highlighted, but that sand color. But I always take just a little bit of light white powder. I'm just using the Essence matte one. The only bad thing is it causes flashback. And I do go down my smile lines. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I do. Just kind of take whatever's left over and so it looks more chiseled. And then the last step of this, wait a minute, I gotta put this back in here otherwise, is I take just a big brush, any kind of big brush, and kind of go over the whole face, mix everything together. Oops, close up, woo! Let me look. Oh. That's not too bad, I guess. And then I put a little spray on. Oh, fan that off. Use this. So, it looks shiny on camera, but overall, what do you think of the look? Oh, I forgot! I forgot the gloss. I should probably put some lip liner on, but I won't for this just because it's a Sunday and I'm just kind of hanging out. I got other videos to make. See, it's not too bad of a gloss. I would say it does stay. It stays on your lips, but it is a sticky one. And it's got kind of like a pepperminty taste and it kind of tingles just a little bit. But that's what I kind of come up with as far as the face stuff. You know, I'm gonna straighten my hair here and maybe Haven't decided yet. And, because it's a little light there, whatever. But, what do you think of the look? What do you think of the eyes? What do you think? Let me know what you think. And sorry it took this such a long one, but that's where it's at. Again, I want to say thank you to Ulta Beauty and Urban Decay. I really appreciate it. And just thank you. You know? And thank you to all of you that sat through my rambling on. Get ready with me. But I enjoy, this is what I enjoy. This is what I want to do. But I know that some people don't like sitting through long ones. And I haven't quite figured out how to shorten things down. So, but this is what I like to do. I like to talk and as I'm putting stuff on. But I don't know. People don't like it, I guess. So anyway, if you're new, please stick around and hit that subscribe button and the bell twice so that you know when I do upload. And if you have a friend or a relative or something, share it with them. Let them know. Maybe they might like something. I would really appreciate that. And for those of you that have stuck around and we've become kind of like YouTube friends or whatever, I would do anything for you if I did see you in real life. Thanks for sticking around and watching, and I will see you next time. So, keep smiling, guys. Bye-bye.